The Donner DED 400 is the successor to the very popular ultra-budget DED 200, which I reviewed a while back on the channel. The DED 400 feels like an upgrade in every way, from its beefed up pads and cymbals to its feature-loaded module. So today we're gonna check it out, and then at the end I'll give you my thoughts on the DED 400 and if it's worth the extra money. What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Taylor and I normally do guitar related stuff here, but today we are checking out an electronic drum kit, the DED 400 to be exact. My main reason for using an electronic drum set like the DED 400 is to record demos with my band. I find it much easier to plug in an electronic drum set and have it trigger MIDI drums inside my DAW rather than setting up an acoustic kit, miking it up, and doing it that way. I really like the DED 200 for this purpose, and it definitely did its part for the time that we used it, but when I found out there was a new Donner kit with larger cymbals, beefier drum pads, and a more robust module, I was pretty interested to check it out. So let's unbox it. I'll show you what comes with the kit and we'll test it out, and if I get lucky, I'll get an actual drummer over here for a live demonstration. Let's check it out. You can see just how precisely everything's packed in here. User manual, super helpful, especially if you have never used an E-kit before. They can be kind of tricky. First thing I'm opening here is one of the cymbals, and if I'm correct, these are dual zone cymbals, meaning that they have a bell sound as well as like a crash sound, and I think they're chokeable as well, so you can grab them and actually choke the cymbals. Now it does come with a drum throw, and some of this stuff I'm not going to need to use, so I'm not going to open it, but it does come with one. So in the accessories you have the cabling, it's like some extra cables, hardware, you have your power supply, a drum key, and some extra drum parts. That's an important box. Now this does actually come with a kick pedal. I'll show you that right here. Now the kick pad is advertised as having support for double kick, and I'm gonna test it out with the double kick pedal that I already have. But this one does come with a single kick pedal, and it appears to be, you know, pretty decent quality, but we're not gonna use this thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it back up. Now this says Tom Kick, and we actually have two pads in here, a tom and a kick pad. Here's the kick pad. Everything is labeled for you, which is convenient, so you don't get them mixed up. Here is the sound module, and this is quite a bit bigger than the sound module from the DED 200, and appears to be a little bit more robust in the amount of controls that it has on the front of it. This drum set does come with a headset, which is cool if you don't have one. You know, and the headset's actually decent quality, to be honest with you. There's a volume knob on the side. I have the one from the other kit as well, and it was decent. This one actually seems a little bit nicer. I'm gonna use the headset that I already have, but if you don't have a headset, it does come with one. And here, one of the coolest additions to this drum set is the larger snare drum, which is a lot nicer, especially if you're doing those blasty beats on the snare. Alright, I have this whole thing together. I'm gonna go out and get rid of some of this garbage that's in my room now, and then I'm gonna go grab another tom from the DED 200 set that I have, and another cymbal as well, so we can use those two extra inputs that are in our module. So, okay, I have everything hooked up here, and I really wish I had a carpet because I am on hardwood floors and this stuff is sliding around, but I'm gonna do my best to demo this thing. Also, I'm not a drummer, so hopefully I can give you some valuable insight without, you know, displaying too much chops. I hooked up one of the cymbals from the old DED set, and you can see the difference in between these cymbals. The newer cymbals are much, much nicer. Same thing with the pads. I have one of the old toms here, plugged into the Tom 4 input, you know, just comparatively to the newer ones. Newer ones are much nicer, and I like the way that they mount. They actually mount with the arms underneath so that you can tilt the heads, versus the old ones that mount like this, and you can't really tilt them left and right. Let me show you some of the different features in the module here. We can scroll through the different kits, and there are 50 total drum kits. 25 of them are user kits, meaning you can build your own kits and save them to the module. Let's just start with the first one here. This is the funk kit. And I think they really improved the chokeability, if that's a word, chokeability of these cymbals. They are very, very easy to choke. These older ones were a little bit tricky to get to choke, but these ones seem to choke really, really easily. Oh, here's a studio kit. terrible at drums. One of the things that I found out is you really do have to fine tune all the drums to your playing style and how hard you hit. Otherwise, you're gonna get some crosstalk and you're gonna get some misfires as far as the triggering is concerned. Okay, let's go to another sound here. There's a few different metal kits in here. Here's the metal machine. There's a bunch of different kits in here, a bunch of different sounds that you can get. And of course, you can take any one of these pieces and create your own kit. So let's make our own kit here really quick. We can go to the user kit 1, hit menu, go to the voice, hit OK. It's a pretty good kick sound. And then hit save. Now we have that saved into user kit 1. Also, one of the kind of cool things that we have here, and one of the things I was messing around with a lot when I set this up, is we actually have a demo mode here, and you can play a bunch of different songs. Let's play song 9, see what that is. And you can turn the drums off. Let's try song 16. So, you know, if you want to rock out to some Nintendo music, you can totally do that here. It's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, even though like I'm a metalhead and I don't play drums, I actually have a lot of fun doing this. So. Let me know what you guys think about the Donner DED 400 drum set down in the comments. Here are my thoughts on it. And just right away, yes, I think it's worth the upgrade. I think it's a better kit in every way, and I actually think your dollar stretches a little bit further here. I particularly like the larger snare, and since this is the drum you're probably gonna be hitting the most, it makes a lot of sense that it's the largest pad. It is much more comfortable to play, and I also feel like it's a little bit more dynamic, though that is pretty subjective since I don't have any evidence to say that that's the case. But the one thing I feel like they actually went backwards on with this kit was the kick pad. On the DED 200, the metal where you attach the pedal was actually bent so that the pad would sit flush on the ground once the bass drum pedal was attached. With this new pad, the metal is flat, so when you clamp the pedal down, it actually causes the pad to rock back and forth. I would consider this a design flaw that somehow made it past their product development team. But all in all, it certainly is an upgrade in every way, and I really hope that they come out with a set in the future that has even larger pads and a more realistic kick. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to let me know by leaving me a thumbs up and a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.